Unboxing and review of the Donner DUC-1 concert ukulele. My normal viewers and subscribers will probably think this is a bit strange because I normally review and make guitar lessons. However, from time to time I do change around a bit, and I wanted to get a couple of Donner products in before Black Friday. And I'll try my best to keep the links down below in the description up to date with their latest offers, because I know Donner quite often do really good deals. So if you like what you see in the video, it's well worth clicking on the link down below in the description. And before anyone thinks it or says it, no, I don't get commission. I generate my income from the adverts played during the video. Right, let's get on with it. A couple of years ago, there is a real resurgence in the popularity of the ukulele, but for some reason it seems to have petered out again. So I'll do this review from the viewpoint of a guitarist, and with the idea of introducing the ukulele to other musicians. Right, let's get on with the unboxing. This came from Amazon in a box that's absolutely huge compared to the ukulele, and I'll speed parts of the unboxing up so it's not too boring. The big box contains the standard Donner factory box and a lot of padding all around, so there's very little chance the instrument could get damaged during shipping. I'll open up the factory box now. In the factory box, the ukulele comes in its case with a bag of accessories alongside. I'll put the accessories aside for now so we can continue opening the ukulele. We've just got one more layer to go, as the ukulele's in a polystyrene bag to protect the finish. And here's everything that comes in the box: the ukulele, a case and a bag of accessories. I'll open the accessories before we take a closer look at the ukulele, and that's because I know there's a tuner in there and I'll need to tune it up. But first I need to take the labels off. I'm not going to chuck the labels in the recycling like I might normally do, and that's because there's some after sales and service information and maintenance information on the labels, so I'll keep them aside in case I ever need them. Let's take a look at the accessories. Firstly, I'll unpack everything, and again I'll speed things up to make the unpacking sections a little less boring. And the accessories consist of a strap, a set of strings, a microfiber, 4 plectrums and the tuner. I'll open the tuner first because I want to tune the ukulele up. In the tuner box there's the tuner, a battery and the instructions. I don't usually mention this, but when you turn the tuner on, it comes on into chromatic mode. But if you're not familiar with a ukulele's tuning, I would put it into ukulele mode. And you find this by going from chromatic to guitar to bass to violin and finally ukulele. Once you're ready to start tuning, you simply clip the tuner onto the headstock of the ukulele, turn it on and angle it so you can see what it says. I'll speed this part up so the review doesn't get too boring, but I'm tuning it up now to give the strings a chance to stretch in, as nylon strings on a new instrument always take a while to stretch in and settle down. Once it's tuned, we'll take a good look at the instrument, and I'll start at the headstock and work my way down. As I've just tuned it, I'll start by looking at the machine heads, which were really smooth and there's no looseness in them at all. They're sealed machine heads, but they've got a little window so you can see the gearing. And the gearing is 18:1. This gives you more control over fine tuning, and it makes them less likely to rattle. The nut and the saddle are made out of bone, and they're nicely shaped. The headstock, neck and body are all mahogany, and they're finished in a transparent satin finish, so you can see the mahogany wood quite clearly. And it's quite an honest finish because you can't hide anything. And if you look very closely, you can even see where they've done the final sanding. But looking over the whole instrument, the finish is really nice. I've been on the Donner website and Amazon, and I can't find out what the fretboard is made of. But it's finished well, and the frets are nicely finished and polished. Even though it's really nice and playable, for me the action's a tiny bit high. But this isn't a problem, because there's plenty of adjustment left in the saddle. Something they point out on the website that's quite hard to see unless you look for it, is the fact that the back is actually shaped and it's not completely flat. And this is to focus the sound so you get a better sound out of the instrument. I really like the look and feel of this ukulele, it's really nice. I find with ukuleles, because they're so small, it's very difficult to play it on your knee, so I always use a strap. So for me, it's quite important that it's got the strap locks. And speaking of the strap, I'll unpack that now so I can test the ukulele out. The strap is a nicely patterned woven one with faux leather ends where it attaches to the instrument. And I can speak with experience when it comes to these particular straps, because I've got one of these on one of my other ukuleles that I've had for several years, and it's still going strong and it still looks pretty much like new. So they age well and they're very strong and they do the job. I think their choice of colours for the strap worked really well with the ukulele because it looks quite cool. Ukuleles explained for non-players. As I said at the beginning, this review is for a non-ukulele player. So I'll just explain a little about the ukulele. This is a concert ukulele. Now there's three sizes of ukulele: a soprano, a concert and a tenor. The soprano ukulele is the smallest at about 21 inches. And the one I'm reviewing today is a concert, which is in the middle at about 23 inches. Whereas the tenor is the biggest at about 26 inches. Now, compared to a guitar, all ukuleles are tiny. In the Donner listing on Amazon, it says each size is according to the size of the person, but this isn't really true. The ukulele you choose according to which sound you prefer, and all are relevant, and even the smallest can still be played by someone of any height. I'm 6'2", and I prefer to play a soprano ukulele than any other. But I use a concert ukulele for recording because that's the only ukulele I've got with a pickup. Something to be aware of if you're thinking of buying a ukulele is the gap between the frets and the gap between the strings. Even on the largest ukulele, the fret gaps are quite small. But even on the smallest ukulele, the gaps between the strings are quite large. So, comparing this concert ukulele with a guitar, you can see the strings are far further apart. But this being said, if you already play the guitar and you buy a ukulele, you'll probably be strumming your first tune in the first day of getting the instrument. Something I have to point out, which is a little confusing for guitarists, is the strings. Now, as you know from the guitar, if you're talking with pitch, the bottom E string is the lowest string and the top E string is the highest string, and they just go in order, lower to higher to higher to higher to higher, etc. Now, the ukulele has the strings out of order. If we take a look at the strings using numbers, and we'll use the same system as the tuner uses, the deepest pitch is string 3. The next one up is string 2. The next one up is string 4. And finally, there's string 1. So the strings from 1 to 4 are A, E, C, and G, which I'm sure you'll agree is pretty weird if you're a guitarist. Sound tests. Right, I'm just going to do a couple of simple sound tests, but because it's acoustic, it has to go through a microphone, which affects the sound, so bear this in mind. First, something gentle. Now something with a bit more strumming. Before I do a conclusion, I really need to mention the case. The case that was provided with the ukulele is a really good addition. It's well padded, front, back and sides, and it's got 2 straps on the back so you can keep your hands free if you want to. But it's also got a regular handle on the side and a pocket on the front so you can keep all your accessories in there. And the ukulele fits really neatly inside it, so it'll be safe in the house and also when you take it out. Conclusion. This ukulele is a really nice instrument. It's really well put together and well finished, and it sounds good as well. And when you consider the price to get a serious musical instrument, it's quite astounding. Another great thing about the ukulele in general is its size. Because it's so small, it can be carried with you and stored easily, or even left in the boot of the car. And if you're looking for an instrument to travel with you, you can't go far wrong with the ukulele. If you are buying one of these for a gift for someone, I can't imagine them not being happy. It looks far more expensive than it actually is, and it plays very nicely, it sounds really good, and it's great for a beginner. And indeed, it's great for kids as well. Because of the small size, they can get their hands round it easily. Yet, it's a proper instrument and not a toy. And Conclusion of the conclusion. I can't think of anything bad to say about this ukulele. Usually I like to throw in something questionable or not so good just to give the review balance, but it's so cheap for such a good little instrument, I can't say anything bad about it. And if you buy it during one of Donner's sales, you get it even cheaper, so keep your eyes open for those. That's it for this review. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for one thing, you'll be notified when I upload new videos, but you're also helping to support the channel so it can grow and I can keep making videos. And if you're looking for guitar lessons, go to my YouTube channel where you'll find playlists which are complete guitar courses. And to get the tablature to accompany the courses, visit www.ebooks4guitar.com, and there you can get the fingerstyle course completely free. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope you'll be back soon.